Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. It is currently midnight right now and I'm extremely sleep deprived because I tried to stay up all day thinking that we were going to get this video done a lot earlier and I was actually going to go to bed possibly by this time. Of course not. So I'm hoping to be in bed by 3, but I'm sitting here once again with the love of my life. How are you doing right now?
I think I'm doing a little bit better than you because I had a lot more sleep, but I am still tired, so we need to power through this and talk our
Well, I, of course, am a little bit elevated right now, and there are some things that we need to talk about that I've seen going on social media for the past 24 hours, literally. And the first one has to be none other than Bethany Frankel. I know a lot of people out there are familiar with Bethany Frankel. A lot of people know her from The Real Housewives of New York. A lot of people know her because she owns the very successful brand Skinny Girl. But most recently, I feel like majority of people would say they know Bethany Frankel from TikTok because she kind of like burst on the scene. And by scene, I mean she burst into the beauty community over on TikTok, and she was kind of like the D-influencer, the one that was going to come online and give you the straight, honest answer because she's extremely wealthy. So people are like, if she's buying the product, like what does she have to lose? Kind of like a Jeffree Star situation. They think that Jeffree's not going to receive money from anyone ever to talk about any product just because he is so wealthy and so brutally honest. It was kind of the same thing with Bethany Frankel, but she's kind of slipping up. Ever since she started this thing over on TikTok where she was reviewing all these like drugstore products, trying to tell you what the best dupes are for like all the high-end products out there, like the Charlotte Tilburys, and then you're going to find the drugstore version. Well, of course, when Bethany Frankel started doing that, I was one of the people, I will admit, I thought that she was doing some research and she was trying to actually learn some stuff about the beauty industry actually, because she was going to come out with her own cosmetic line or she was going to come out with her own skincare. Well, Bethany Frankel from the beginning has denied it every single time someone has tried to say she's starting a cosmetic line, like a skincare line. She says that is not what is happening. She's just enjoying herself on TikTok and she's enjoying herself with the reviews. There are literally accounts over on TikTok dedicated to just like picking out what they think that Bethany Frankel is lying about, or if she was being a hypocrite this day and then does this over here. Well, now Bethany Frankel is getting called out more so than not over on TikTok because people are claiming that she's turning exactly into the influencer type that she was kind of against in the beginning.
Winner is L'Oreal Midnight Cream. It's not overly fragranced. It is so rich. And it looks, feels, smells
Dante, do it. Bye.
just like $500 cream. I'm not kidding. You will know the second you try it. I have not been paid. I just love this.
Now, wasn't she the one that like coined the term de-influencing because she was
No.
supposed to be keeping it real?
No, let's be honest, she might have said that over on TikTok, but that is not a new thing. De-influencing, like decluttering and all that kind of stuff has been a thing over here on YouTube before like TikTok was even around, like before Vine was
Yeah.
even around, I believe. She might have said it first over there. I know she was trying to take a lot of credit for it. She said like the New York Times, the New York Post, or someone like reached out to her to get a comment like, you're de-influencing, it's amazing.
Reporter from the Wall Street Journal called me yesterday because evidently I started the de-influencing trend a year ago when I was saying, I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. And people were saying to me, aren't you afraid of what the brands will think? And I was like, I don't know the brands. I'm not, who's this Tom Ford coming over for dinner tonight? I'm not going to wear this, so I better change if he's coming. Call me. So now people are de-influencing, which is a gimmick name and a trend, saying things they don't like. But I'm watching, they're saying things they don't like while they say things they do like about the brands because they're nervous. Like, hey, Charlotte, this didn't work for me at all, but I love your this, I love your that, I love your contour, I love your this. Everyone so nervous to say something negative when we're giving so much money. I've probably spent like $30,000 and about 80% of it was on stuff that sucked. Okay, so let's go through some stuff that I thought was going to change my life. I thought it was going to change my beauty routine. This is it. Kosas Concealer. Oh my God. All the young kids are doing it. It's amazing. Hailey Bieber did it once, trying it out, I'm sure. And then the whole world changed and immediately. And also Kosas, which is a lovely brand and makes a nice bronze. Oh, here I am doing it. Yeah. Well, it's true. They happen to have a nice bronze. The lip oil. Okay. It was nice. It was a nice lip oil. Dior lip oil. People were each other. I bought some for $90 on eBay. The Tom Ford glitter shit, that lipstick, This is the shit you don't see people wearing all the time on here. Do you notice? Watermelon glow drops. Where are they? Okay? Every day for weeks, all you saw was watermelon glow drops. All you saw was Patrick Ta eyeshadow palettes. Where are they now? You got to look at the tried and true things that you see people still using to this day. Let's make some suggestions. Everybody, stop. Stop. They don't stack. You don't know what to do with them. You can't do it like this. They fall over. They glop on the top because the way they're stored is so the glob comes to the bottom. Just stop. We don't need any more of spongy. Stop copying each other. Just somebody do something new. Cream bronzer. Everybody's jumped on this one. Sucked, by the way. But like, enough. Basta. Chanel did it. Mario did a decent job. Take a break. We need a break from the cream bronzer. While we're at it, the glowy serum. Asked and answered. Get a goddamn serum from your cabinet or a face oil. It doesn't matter. It could be L'Oreal, Maybelline, CoverGirl. It could be like just a nice, simple serum. That's it. Everything. If you're hydrated, you're going to glow. Basta with the serums, with the glowy. How big is the sponge going to get? How? Like literally how big? A D-cup breast? What are we doing with this? Are you sponging your whole family and everybody on your street? Basta. We know. And clean sponges and brushes. I've heard people say they do it once a year. That's disgusting.
Well, the reason that she's getting accused of turning into one of those money-hungry influencers is because people are starting to get bombarded on their For You page with videos that Bethenny Frankel did, but you know what's said at the bottom of all of them? Paid partnership. And they're noticing that the majority of what she is paid to talk about over on TikTok is actually L'Oreal products. And it's not just TikTok that she's talking about these L'Oreal products, because they're pulling up interviews of her. The exact same cream that she is pushing, the one that she says that feels exactly like a $500 cream. I've used $500 creams before. I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna buy this cream. I'm gonna let y'all know if this actually feels like something like super luxurious. I have heard good things though about the L'Oreal creams, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like I've heard a lot of those things from people like Bethenny Frankel and like Michaela and Meredith Duxbury and all of that. Here's what I honestly think that Bethenny Frankel did, and this is coming from someone who honestly did believe that Bethenny Frankel was starting some kind of beauty line. She was getting into skincare, and maybe she is. I don't know. I don't know what she has up her sleeve. Maybe in the future she is going to come out with something like that. But I really think, because Bethenny Frankel is a very smart businesswoman, I think that she saw what all these influencers were getting and what they were making, because you know it's rumored that some of them receive like up to $250,000 per post. I'm sure it's actually a lot more than that for some of these influencers out here, but I think that Bethenny saw the beauty community, and yes, there are some people in the more mature space of the beauty community, but honestly, I don't think that they get enough recognition that they deserve. So I think that Bethenny Frankel saw that. She saw a space on TikTok and she said, you know what? I'm at home all the time up here in the Hamptons living my best life. I'm gonna go to the drugstore and I'm gonna start getting some of these products that these influencers are talking about, and I'm gonna let you know. Because then later on, guess what? It's what she said in that one TikTok that she did. She was like, the brand L'Oreal called me up and they said, hey, we really like your video. I would be stupid not to accept the money for them to promote my video. The video is already out there. So I honestly think that she saw an opportunity and she ran with it, because she literally does not have to do anything. She does not have to invest into anything. She just has to go on down to the store. I know she probably gets a ton of PR now, but at that time, maybe she had to go buy the $25 cream. So start up a brand new business where you have to drop a bunch of money in the beginning or get loans and all of that, or go buy the $25 cream and take over the beauty space for the more mature crowd. I think that's what it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know down in the comment section what you think Bethenny Frankel is up to. Do you think that Bethenny Frankel is lying and she is in fact coming out with the beauty line?
I don't know about the beauty line, but that whole thing with the hair dye is like super shady to me.
Yeah.
Like that was giving
Caught her in a
Michaela
lie.
vibes. That was definitely shady in my opinion.
No, they caught her in a Michaela style lie, and it's actually funny that I found this video clip, because what we're going to talk about with Michaela has to do with another time that Michaela was loving a product and then a few weeks later she wasn't liking it at all. Bethenny Frankel did the exact same thing, and I actually remember when this video for Bethenny came out, when she was at home, she was dyeing her hair. Basically, she doesn't want to go to the salon all the time. She wants a quick root touch up, and somebody actually pieced it together, because that video was back in May of 2022. She loved the product. She thought it was amazing. It was a great concept and all of that. And a few months later, there it is that she's allegedly telling people to just go to a salon.
Time to do something. But I'm a low maintenance kind of person, and Madison Reed has a color bar. You can consult online. Most importantly, I can do it at home because I'm in pajamas 99.9% of the time. I'm sort of excited. Okay. I love it when it's easy. There are 55 color choices. I'm going with Bolzano Brown, cruelty free, and you get everything you need. My color is cooked. I'm going to use shampoo and conditioner, and if I so desire, there's a color reviving gloss and a color depositing hair mask. How did I do? It looks good, right? That was so easy. This is all my Madison Reed stuff. Go to a salon.
Now, could that video have been spliced up a little bit more? I don't know, but the way that they did it looks a little shady,
It
Bethany
does.
Frankel. I personally enjoy Bethany Frankel's content over on TikTok. I like watching her reviews.
Now that I think about it, Bethany Frankel is the one that influenced you to get that like plasma high frequency
Yes.
one for your face. I remember she did a TikTok with it and she was like, I am glad that I purchased this. And it was just like very straight faced and it was like very strange to me, but she gave it a glowing review.
I just want to cut through all the BS. There are so many scams everywhere and on TikTok, and everyone's hawking different products that they're getting paid to hawk, myself not included. This is a high frequency machine. I bought it. I just saw it. I bought it. It's cheapo. And I used to get facials where they would do this. And when you had a little breakout, that's the area that it would be a little stronger in. Now, I like anything that feels like it's satisfying, like it's zapping, or if it's like a pimple medicine, like it burns on that spot. Some people don't like that. I like that. You know what I mean? It's probably bad, but I like when you just feel like instant gratification. So this thing makes me feel like I'm real. I feel like I'm an actual facialist. I might start charging people. Biggie and Smalls. I'm going to ask, look up, see Biggie. Oh, I'm going to charge the dogs. Okay? I like it. I'm happy I own it. I feel like this, being on the cover of Forbes magazine did not make me feel rich. This thing makes me feel rich. I love it.
Like, this is what they use at the spa when I go, and it was zapping the out of her. It reminds me of one of those, remember back in the day when you would like go into Spencer's and they had those balls, they were like orbs, and you would touch them and the electricity would go, and if you left your fingers on a little bit too long it would zap you. But she did influence me to buy that, and that's a solid product. I actually really do enjoy that product, and if you have a pimple coming up, it does really help with that. And moving on from that, we have to talk about Michaela, because she is once again getting called out for allegedly not telling the truth on a paid post, like saying that the product was amazing, it was the best thing ever that happened to her, and then a few short months later, all of a sudden she doesn't like the product anymore. She's going to tell you exactly what is wrong with it, and she's going to give you the true tea. And what's interesting about this one is this is for Charlotte Tilbury, and
Not
you
Charlotte.
know, yes,
Michaela, why would you promote raccoon under eyes at the Met Gala?
Lashes, I'm using the Pillow Talk push-up lashes in the beautiful Dream Pop color. I love how it pairs with the eyeshadow. This is how I would do my makeup for the Met Gala. Is a full face of makeup I hate. It bleeds like a bitch. Your under eyes raccoon at the end of the day, which sucks. And the wand can be a little tough to work with.
So the person that posted that TikTok is claiming that Michaela lied about that Charlotte Tilbury thing, claiming that now it leaves raccoon eyes, and Michaela was not being honest, so a lot of people probably went out and bought that. It's honestly things like this, and I'm not just saying this for Michaela, this is for all influencers out there. Things like this are the reason why people do not trust them anymore, because they are literally going out with their hard-earned money and they are spending it. Some people are literally spending some of the last dollars that they have to pick up these items that their favorite influencers are saying these are so amazing, like your life is going to change if you use this product, only to find out a few short weeks later, one, because you tried the product and you learned that they were bullshitting, but you're probably thinking to yourself like, no, everybody's not going to have the same reaction with it. But then you find out a few weeks later they actually don't like the product because they actually use the product for longer. A lot of these things that they're getting paid for over on TikTok are first impressions, and I don't think that a lot of people know that. I think that they're just under the impression that this is something that the influencer has been testing out for a good long while. In some cases that might be what it is, but in these beauty videos where it's getting pumped out video after video after video after video, they don't have a chance to actually use all these products and get experience with them and actually know if these products work. And that's just my little opinion as to why people don't trust beauty influencers anymore.
Well, we've seen this like time and time and time again with Michaela. She'll love a product when she first gets it, and then a couple months later she'll put it in a video of things that she thinks. It's happened more than a few times now. And I think with the rise of TikTok, it's not actually a review anymore. It's exactly what you said. It's a first impression, and you don't know how that's going to work in a week. It might apply great and work the first time, but for Michaela to say that it was a great product.
Girl, she said she was going to wear it to the Met Gala.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she, you know, honestly, maybe Michaela will get invited to the Met Gala. And while we're on the topic of Michaela, a lot of people are accusing her of pulling a Jaclyn Hill, because you know that Michaela's having this drama with this whole GoFundMe that's now been deleted. Nobody knows if the two people that actually donated the $20 are going to receive their Chanel bag. I personally think that they should receive those bags. They took the time to make the donation, so therefore they need to get something for that donation. They were promised 2 Chanel bags. Where are they? But people have been noticing that since that GoFundMe has been taken down. Now, pay attention to the timeline a little bit because Michaela has been over in New York City. She went to the Rare Beauty thing. You know, Selena Gomez is launching some new lip oils. Well, Michaela is claiming that during this time, she lost her phone or she broke her phone and she wasn't able to get one in time, so she hasn't been able to post on social media. But she's gonna come back tomorrow, actually today, when this video goes live. So people are accusing Michaela over on social media of making this up because she does not know how she's going to address this whole GoFundMe thing. If she posted a TikTok through this whole entire weekend, she would have been getting questions like, hey, where's the GoFundMe? Hey, are you gonna send the Chanel bags? Hey, what's going on with this?
You'd be a fool if you think that Michaela's gonna address this. Like, it's not gonna happen. She's not gonna talk about this. It's just gonna be swept under the rug.
This is what's gonna happen. So I already told you guys in another video that I thought that Michaela, the way that she was gonna get around this was she was gonna come back, she was gonna do one of those really big giveaways, and of course there's gonna be like a Chanel bag or like a Louis Vuitton in the middle because you know she surrounds it with all the makeup. But now that I'm thinking about it, you know how Michaela trolled when she came back from Lashgate and she was like, I think we all know why we're here today. So maybe Michaela, because she has been kind of trying to like pull the Nikita Dragun, Jaclyn Hill thing of not addressing things, maybe she's gonna come back and stick to the troll and she's gonna unbox a new Chanel bag.
I don't think so.
Could you imagine?
I think that a lot of people on TikTok are really starting to catch on to the way that TikTokers are making money because they all do this in the beauty space. We just talked about Bethany Frankel doing it, Glamzilla does it, Michaela does it, and all these other big TikTokers do it.
Girl, Glamzilla does not do any of that. Glamzilla will lean back in her chair and she will think. She will funk for a good few minutes. That is how long she will sit back like this. Just sucking her lip and sucking her teeth, and then she will come back and be like, in the past 5 years? No. Liar.
I think fishing for sponsorships is now the name of the game on TikTok. I don't even think it's necessarily sponsored videos. I think it's fishing to get a brand to sponsor you because they pay the big bucks and people are seeing that.
Well, that is definitely, every time I see a Glamzilla video now, that is all I think about because she was literally the one that said in her live stream that people get it confused of an actual sponsored post and people fishing and hoping for a sponsorship. So she let that cat out of the bag, and we have to thank Manny MUA once again for letting the original cat out of the bag about how they can literally go back and somebody can sponsor it and pay for the video. Honestly, I think what Manny said in that video really shook up the beauty community over on TikTok because every single influencer that I would go to, and I'm talking about ones that don't even have like the millions upon millions of followers, people that had maybe like 200,000 followers over on TikTok, they would have comments down below like, is this a paid post? Are you hoping that they're gonna come back and buy this from you? So we were just sitting here getting ready to talk about Jaclyn Hill, and I was scrolling through the photos that I actually have of the stuff that I want to talk about. This is so bad. Like this, like honestly, I did not see this one photo. So I think that we really need to release some like creativity for Jaclyn Hill because I think that we're really starting to understand why the units that she purchases are like so low. Okay, so I know that we joke all the time about how Jaclyn Hill is not like an actual CEO and she does not really put that much time or creativity into her brand. And that is just proving to be more and more true with every launch that Jaclyn Hill comes out with. Well, I know that a lot of you are gonna be so excited out there because you're just dying to get your hands on it. Jaclyn Roxanne is having a new launch. So you're gonna be very surprised when I tell you, you might be a little bit shocked, even jaw might drop to the floor. Jaclyn Hill is being accused once again of ripping off a designer. Well, you might be even a little bit more shocked to find out that one of the people that she's being accused of ripping off is somebody that Jaclyn Hill has actually supported in the past and told everyone that she loved their jewelry.
Oh.
But what is interesting and honestly not so shocking about this is that Jaclyn Hill is actually following all these people over on her main Instagram account. So she's literally getting the inspiration from that and then going to whatever catalog that she has and being like, this is what I want, and claiming that she's actually designing this jewelry. But she's literally just ripping off other people's designs.
I wonder if we'll ever reach to the point where Jaclyn Hill goes on like live stream on Facebook and does like the paparazzi jewelry. Have y'all seen the crazy paparazzi jewelry people? I just could imagine Jaclyn Hill in like 20 years.
I think that we're probably going to end up seeing her on some of those Amazon lives. That would be actually, that would actually be very smart for Jaclyn to just like hawk all of her shit over on Amazon. I say all that to say this. Look at the ad that Jaclyn actually put up on her social media. And I'm saying it's an ad because she literally wanted you to focus on those little earrings. She's calling them like the liquid discs, and they are on this plant. Just look around the photo. People on Reddit were very kind and they decided to circle things in the photo. There are marks on those plants from grasshoppers literally eating them. My mom had a plant exactly like that in her backyard. I was wanting to save it actually. That's the kind of plant that when you break off a leaf, it literally scars it. Like it's not gonna come back, it's not gonna look good in that place ever again. You want us to believe, Jaclyn, that you run a luxury jewelry line and you are taking promo photos of your ripped off designs on your non-fertilized plants in your backyard. She is too rich to not have a gardener. She needs to have somebody out there tending to till the plants. She could have got a different bush. She has a really nice backyard. If we were going into nature for this, I don't understand why that's where you want to see the earrings in a bush.
To me, in my opinion, it's giving cheap because Jaclyn Hill has said that she has done photo shoots at her house before.
She does all the photo shoots at her house for like cozy and that. And honestly, I understand that because that is like a homeware line that you're gonna wear when you're like relaxing, so you want to look comfortable. Not knocking her for that, because those photos, even though they do look like they were taken on an iPhone and not much thought was put into them, it's still not those clothes being put on a bush that looks like it's dying. It looked like the bush was sick. And she wants people to believe that this is like the highest quality rhodium. It's so amazing. Why are you promoting it on a bush?
Jaclyn Hill knows how to use Amazon probably better than any of us because she probably orders thousands of dollars worth of shit every month on Amazon. It would take nothing for her to go on there and spend like 50 bucks and get one of those white boxes and one of those things that hold her jewelry to take nice, eloquent pictures with.
I don't understand the bush, and maybe it was like her thing, like people are gonna talk about this, my earrings are gonna go over. First of all, the placement of the earrings in this screenshot is horrible. I don't know, you see more bush. You literally see more bush. It's like we're in the 70s. Well, if you actually look at the picture of Jaclyn standing there in the necklace that she's being accused of copying, she is standing in front of that same bush. So she was present for this. This is not somebody on her team that was like, let me go out into the backyard real quick and get her a promo photo. Jaclyn was standing there with that very creative eye. So the brand that she's being accused of copying, which she does follow over on Instagram, is called Lana Jewelry. And after Jaclyn posted the photo of her wearing that necklace, Lana Jewelry posted over on their page, and they posted a photo of the original necklace and the model wearing it, and they said, "The forever bestseller, the timeless classic Lana Original Blake necklace. Launched in spring 2010 in honor of Lana's daughter Blake, born that year. It has been a consistent bestseller for over 10 years. Shop www.lanajewelry.com, search Blake." So people over on Reddit are thinking that they are throwing shade at Jaclyn and saying like, no, we have the original necklace. We obviously know that you're a fan of it. Here's your name in our system because you ordered.
I want to know what came first. Did she have the earrings on and they took the picture and then she put them on the bush, or did she take them out of the bush and put them in her ears?
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe I went a little too hard for the bush.
No.
I didn't?
You didn't.
You don't think I did went a little too? Do you guys think I went a little too hard for the bush? Because honestly, it's just so annoying to watch someone that claims that they have this like luxury brand and they're a CEO. Her Instagram bio says that she's a CEO of all 3 companies now. Like she really wants to drive that home. One of your companies had to file for bankruptcy because of Forma. Not saying that's Jaclyn's fault, but obviously Forma. So there's one company. This company is being accused of literally copying every jewelry designer out there while Jaclyn is telling everyone that she's designing all of these pieces. She also does not really put that much energy into Jaclyn Roxanne until a launch is coming, so much that all of these photo shoots, they seem like they're half-assed. They seem like she's just doing them because she has to do them. That's why you have a bush that has literally been eaten on by the Florida grasshoppers and God knows what. Maybe the cat was out there. And don't get me started on Cozy, because we all know what went on with Cozy. So please, tell me what Jaclyn is doing where she is so busy that she could not put together some decent ass photo shoot. Even if she didn't want to splurge on doing photo shoots, like bringing in like some top of the line photographer and all of that, I'm sure she could literally have Jordan take these pictures. Maybe that is who's taking these pictures. They could at least be creative enough in some way, other than allegedly ripping off designs from people, and come up with something that looks good, that actually promotes the brand, that people would be excited to actually want to drop their money and spend something with Jaclyn Roxanne. Looking at a bush, maybe Jeffree should focus some of that energy that he had for Hailey Bieber, where he was dragging Road Beauty, saying it's not an original idea, it's when you don't have any creativity at all. Whatever he said about Road Beauty, honestly, in my opinion, could apply to Jaclyn Cosmetics. Could apply to
it's not that it could apply, it does apply. Jeffree knows all the things that Jaclyn Hill has done and has been accused of. And he's even spoken up in defense of other brands being copied before. Here we have Jeffree just a few short weeks ago promoting Jaclyn Roxanne. None of them give a about their followers. I don't care what they say. They don't care, and it's all about money in the end.
And with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. We hope that you did enjoy it. Please leave us a caterpillar emoji down below for Jaclyn's eating up bush, because that bush had been eaten. That bush had seen better days. And we will see you guys all in our next video. Bye.